What's up everyone and welcome back to the channel. Yes, I'm Kip, this is Kip Views, and today you're in for another sneaker review. Today we have the Nike Times Concept Air Max 1. I mean, here we go. This is crazy. I mean, the detail on this, kind of different materials, different kind of colorings, different designs. It is just crazy. And I can't wait to get into this one. I mean, I've been very excited about this one. This is one you definitely want to see in person. There's so much more you can see without what you can't really see in kind of pictures or videos, but hopefully I can show every bit of aspect to you. But before we get into it, let's check it out. So yes, today we have the Nike Times Concept Air Max 1. I mean, this sneaker is crazy. It is crazy. They've done so much with this. They kind of put everything on it. But yeah, very cool. But yeah, so before we get into it, let's just go ahead and kind of outline what we're going to go through. So we're going to go through, as ever, the detail, the design, the colorway, my personal opinions, sizing, which is your standard Air Max 1 sizing, kind of nothing to change there. Resale price, which is a bit unexpected if I'm honest with you, and of course the on-feet review at the end. So yeah, let's get into it. So here we have it, the Nike Times Concept Air Max 1. I mean, kind of this sneaker is crazy. It's crazy. I mean, look around it. Look how many different bits of design you've got going on, different bits of material throughout. Literally, there's so much going on here. So much. I don't know where to start. For me, instant classic. What Concepts have done with Nike here is just crazy. They've taken bits and pieces from everywhere and added it into a sneaker, and they've made it work. It doesn't look wrong. It looks in the right place. I mean, you start off with, you've got kind of this kind of nylon-y type tough material at the front, which goes through to the back, and it's like almost like a kind of army type colors. You've got the kind of the navy, brown, white, and the green as well. I really like that. That's my favorite kind of coloring on the sneaker. And then in the toe box and through the mid sides on both sides here and here, you have denim. So you get a mix of light and dark denim. The cool thing about the denim on these sneakers is, depending on kind of how it comes out, you might get darker denim at the front, you might get lighter denim. It really just depends. You might get a mix of both, like this pair here. As you kind of see, this one's different too. So you just don't know what you're gonna get. Which I think is very cool. Personally, I thought, you know what, I'm gonna like the darker denim. I'm a darker denim person, but when it came through, I actually am happy that these are in a kind of lighter denim there, as you can see. Very cool. So yeah, definitely a personal preference choice there. So, but very cool. I like the fact that you've got unique sneakers, so every one that you're going to get is going to be slightly different, and that's cool. I think it adds to, for me, it adds to the value, and it adds to the kind of touch here, and it makes it just a unique sneaker, a very cool sneaker. As we go just below the laces above the toe box, you've got what's almost like a cow or horse fur there, which is very cool. It's kind of like a brownie and white. I think it's very cool. And then if we look at the tongue, you've got a really soft leather. I mean, when you get your pair, if you kind of have a look at these, or you see them in person, it's a really soft leather. I really like it in a brown colorway there. And then you've got the Nike Concepts logo at the top, which you can just about see here, which I think is very cool. It just shows both collaborators there. In terms of laces, you're going to get 3 laces. So you've got these brown ones that are just your standard laces, just in brown. You get your standard laces in white. And you also get this kind of velvety type material lace in a bit of a lighter brown than what you're seeing on the laces already on the sneaker. So I think very cool there. In terms of inside, you've got this kind of weird riveted cotton material, which I think is cool. It just adds for a bit of comfort there inside. And then if you see the insole there, you've got the colourful Concepts insole there, which I think is very cool. As we go to the lace eyelets there, you can see they're silvery material, like a metal material there. And then you've got the blue riveted material, like it's almost like a velvet again there, which I think is very cool. Just again adds, it's just literally everything you can think of is on this sneaker. My second favourite part of the sneaker is the bandana design that goes through to the back. There is kind of an orange there, so it's very, very cool. You can't miss that on the heel. And then you get the bit of the back concept, see there, with the cool colouring, almost like a 90s theme colouring, which I really like. So that's very, very cool. As we go down to the midsole, so you've got a kind of a yellowed midsole. It's almost like they've tried to show that it's almost like a worn sneaker. This is like a worn sneaker. If you look at it, you look closely, you've always got speckles of kind of light brown, which almost goes to show that this has been worn. They've got a bit of mud on them as they're walking through kind of to a festival or something like that. And you also get that in the bubble there with the brown bubble, which I really, really love. And as we go to the outsole, you've got that light brown colouring, very, very similar to the colour inside the air bubble and underneath. So very, very cool sneaker overall. And what you also get on the other sneakers, you get what looks like a guitar pick with the Concepts logo on it, which is very, very cool. And the Nike logo on the other side, which is just another addition to this sneaker. And I just really, really like it. And I mean, as I put the two together, you will see that there is differences, even on the insole. One side is more colourful than the other. I'll show you there. So you are getting differences throughout, and even the materials are kind of, you're getting different bits of material, even at the back, as you see. What I've also done, if you've gone for like a rugged look, I mean, if you can see the Nike logo at the back, where they've done the material there, they've kind of left it loose, haven't like cut it all off. It's like, so it's very, very rugged, which I like. I think it just changes it up. It's just a refreshed trainer. It's kind of refreshing, and I really, really like it. So yeah, very, very cool what they've done here. I like it. I mean, the only thing I'm going to say is that I just can't believe that kind of where it's gone in terms of how popular it is. I mean, I thought it would be a lot more popular. So as far as I'm aware, I mean, as you know now, kind of the popular trainers or those kind of high releases where there's raffles, etc., they do all sell out. They all seem to sell out. I guess it depends on the numbers they have, or they're just popular, and as they're raffles, people just tend to sign up, even if they don't want them. And there's a lot of people now kind of buying and reselling sneakers, right? But in terms of resale's just not really there. I mean, these are 145, so you're paying 145 for these sneakers. Just as I was just thinking, one more bit I missed is kind of just a little embroidery on the sneaker here at the front of the toe box, which I just think another kind of cool touch to add in there. Yeah, so as I was saying, in terms of resale, you're probably looking maybe around just 160 to 180. They were before, so I was kind of keeping an eye on this on StockX previously, kind of before the drop and before these kind of started coming out the raffles and before people started collecting their sneakers and getting delivered. You were looking at a kind of around 200, 220, but it kind of dropped to like 160, 180. No idea why. I think this could be a kind of one that people come back to. I know what you usually find is you get sneakers go down the line a few months later, 6 months later, a year later, people are like, oh wow, where did that sneaker just boost up from? Kind of like, what's the price on that now? And it's kind of like you look at 250, 300. So for me, I think that will happen with this one. I mean, the amount of people that are kind of hyped on this, you see all over Instagram, all over socials, that people are hyped on this sneaker, and I think the hype will kind of increase the price going forward. But I think for now, it's just not really there. So I think this is the best time. If you missed the raffles, if you were unlucky, you didn't get your pair, this is the best time to go in there now. Kind of pick it up off StockX, eBay, kind of all the other sites. Maybe not the ones that kind of overprice, like and there's a few that kind of overprice it, but just kind of, and just make sure you're always buying something authentic too. So just make sure you've got authenticity guarantee. Kind of eBay, StockX, kind of some of the other sites that offer that. Just because you don't want to pay all that money and be disappointed and get something that's not an authentic piece. But yeah, so just kind of maybe go out there now and get that. If you was unlucky to not to be able to get it for retail, I think this is the right time to buy it just before it does go up going forward. In terms of sizing, yeah, so sizing is pretty standard. I mean, Air Max 1s, you go over your size. If you're an 8, go over an 8. If you're a 9, go over 9. If you're a 10, go over 10, 6, 11, whatever size you are. Usually in your Nikes, just go with that sizing. In my Nike trainers, I don't really change, if I'm honest with you, unless I've got a leather sneaker that I'm worried about it creasing. Then I usually kind of stick to my sizing. I don't really go up or down. Most of them are pretty much kind of standard, unless I want a looser fit for a gym sneaker or something kind of like a running sneaker. I want a bit of a looser fit and not too tight, then I'll go with that. But I usually wear my sneakers pretty tight, so yeah, I don't really change for the different Nike sneakers that come out. But please let me know your thoughts if you kind of disagree in the comments. That would be great to hear. And it's always good to get people's opinions and to help others that are looking to buy, especially if they're buying after retail, before they buy, make sure they get the right size. That's always helpful to know. So yeah, in terms of kind of concept and Nike going forward, kind of recently they've dropped a few Air Max ones, so they've been working on a good project here. And you also would have seen the Air Max One Mellow that came out earlier in the month, which is pretty cool. But I think this one had a lot more, kind of a lot better detail, a lot better design. I think the hype for this one is kind of there. In terms of going forward, they've also got the Air Max One Far Out coming out, which I think is very cool. You've got some purple shades in there, which we know I do love purple. So yeah, kind of keep an eye out for that one. And Air Max One Day is coming up. I believe it's the 26th of March. So yeah, keep an eye out for many more Air Max One releases. I know there's a few coming out. Kind of, there's one for Asia. I think there's one for the US, and also one for like kind of Europe, UK coming out. So they'll be very cool to keep an eye on. I know the one for Asia looks to be the best one in my opinion, my favorite. I wouldn't mind getting my hands on that. I don't think it'll be very easy too, as it is an Asia exclusive. But yeah, kind of keep an eye on those ones, and whatever I get, I will be showing you guys. So yeah, thanks. So before we kind of say bye, let's go check out the on-feet review. Let's see it.